Hello students, welcome to our next video tutorial, Engineering Graphics and Design subject. We are at unit number 1 discussing about projections of solids 2 where object is inclined to both the planes. Already we have discussed a couple of problems. Proceeding to the next problem, problem number 3. Looking at the problem, a hexagonal pyramid having a base of 30 mm side and a 60 mm long axis has an edge of its base on the ground and the axis is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. The edge of the base on which it rests is inclined at 45 degrees to VP. Draw its projections. See, it's similarly like first problem, but we are dealing with pyramid. Right? Let's analyze the question. What is the first of all given object? Hexagonal pyramid. What do you mean by pyramid? A pyramid is a kind of polyhedra having single base in the shape of hexagon, and from each side of the hexagon triangular faces are raised to meet at single point which is called as apex. Right? Now having a base of 30 mm side. 30 mm side in the sense, each side of the hexagon is 30 mm and 60 mm long axis height. Now coming to its location, has an edge of its base on the ground. Edge means side of the hexagon. How many edges will a hexagonal pyramid will have? Base for base, 6 edges. But on that, an edge of its base on the ground. One edge is on the ground. Previously, first problem also we discussed the same like edge problem on the ground. Second problem corner. Now this is again edge but pyramid. And axis is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. What is this? Axis. When it is resting on the ground, its axis is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. At the same time, continuation, the edge of the base on which it rests, whatever the edge of the base on which it rests, it is inclined at 45 degrees to VP. Draw its projections. Right? Now this problem is supposed to be solved as per 3 stages. Right? 3 stages. Now we are supposed to draw first stage as like we can draw its true shape in any one of the view, and then first position is complete. Second stage, inclination to with HP we can show, and second stage, third stage, 45 degrees to VP. Now let me show some with the help of the object available, solid object. Now hexagonal pyramid. Base shape is hexagon. I don't have any hexagon shape, just I am trying with the help of pentagon. You already have the knowledge, just for reference. Now, each resting of what we call 30 mm side, 60 mm height, has an edge of its base on the ground. How many edges will it have? 6 edges. One edge is on the ground. One edge. When one edge is on the ground, now you can see its axis from apex to the center, it will be like this line, apex line. Now that apex line, that axis line is inclined at 30 degrees to HP, first position. Now at the same time, the edge on which it is lying, the ground on which it is lying, that is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to VP. This, and it is rotating clockwise direction of 45 degrees. That edge, this line, right, edge which is resting, top view 45 degrees. Now you are supposed to draw its projections directly, front view and top view. Right, which we cannot do so. So whatever the 45 degrees VP, I am removing that such that it will be straight towards you, horizontal line straight towards you. That means 90 degrees. Now whatever the axis 30 degrees to HP, it is rotated to 90 degrees, axis 90 degrees now, such that in this position, right, we can draw top view, the true shape of the base, and we can project its front view. Here is the first step where you have to analyze how to start it. Right? Whatever the analysis or visualization you will be having, you try to analyze in your own visualization. That after that you are supposed to get back the object into a particular position such that you should be able to draw its true shape of the base, and you have to project its front view, and then successive second stage should be rotating top view, and that top view successive rotating for getting our final front view. I hope you all having idea about how to analyze. First and foremost, see hexagon again, two styles. This is already discussed. This is one kind of hexagon. This is another kind of hexagon. Has an edge of its base, edge. This corner. This is our problem. Previous problem also I have explained the same thing. As usual, let me draw XY line. Top view, hexagon shape, hexagonal pyramid. Hexagon, top view, hexagonal pyramid. Pyramid is nothing but, you have to plot the centroid and you have to draw all these slant edges. When you are looking from the top view, slant edges will have thick lines. Hexagonal, it is simple, just drawing the opposite corners. A, B, C, D, E, F, O. Whatever the hexagon shape, base dimension, you can directly draw it first of all as 30. Top view, right? For this, we are supposed to project its front view, right? Stage 1, front view looking from here. I have to draw projector from A, projector B, E coincides, C, D coincides. Now, when I am supposed to draw its front view, I have to draw axis height, which is at a length of 60 mm. But here, O is the point of axis where it is in line with BE, right? So it's a thick line, no axis line, because axis line is being dominated by the slant edge OB, right? Whatever the slant edge you are seeing here, this slant edge is being dominated by the axis. So we are supposed to draw directly a straight line here. Which is O dash. Now as it is pyramid, slant edges should meet your apex point. Slant edges should meet your apex point. From that, right, you can directly draw the, if you want to write points here, from this directly draw thick lines. Points here, A dash, B dash, C dash, in brackets D dash, E dash, brackets F dash. Now axis height, Stage 1 completed. Right? I hope you, because there is no axis, it's being dominated. That's the important thing we are supposed to concentrate, and you have to draw it. Now coming to next, has an edge of its base on the ground. One edge should be on the ground. From the front view, when you are watching, how many edges are there? 6 edges. A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, F. A dash, B dash, B dash, C dash, C dash, D dash, D dash, E dash, E dash, F dash, F dash, A dash. 6. Now one edge, particularly this edge, 6, C dash, D dash. It should be on it should be on ground, nothing but on XY line, provided with the angle of 30 degrees. Right? That you are supposed to draw 30 degrees with respect to 30 degrees with respect to which line? Axis line. Right? Why? Because axis. He is mentioning with axis. Now, in the front view there is no axis line, but where is that axis? It's being denominated with B dash O dash. So for that reason, right, you can draw a 30 degrees draw a 30 degrees line. See, still I can go backside because I have to get points. Degrees line. On 30 degrees line, I have to draw this line. At the same time, this base, this has to be touched. This is already the thing which you know, right? I was continuously explaining. This C dash, D dash should touch at the same time. This half should be like this half should be above. Try to measure the distance, right? Try to do trial and error method such that you can identify where it actually lies. That means, suppose I am telling if the total length you are getting is around 50, suppose. Now take 50 mm. So suppose 25 mm. Take 25 mm on this and keep on sliding. Right? You will be coming into one position such that 25 mm will be on this line. Right? Such that here this side 25, this side 50. 5 should be touching. Right? That you have to do in such a way that this point is C dash brackets D dash, B dash brackets E dash, A dash brackets F dash. This length here comes your point O dash. I'm just redrawing this. This is redrawn, that's it. For an angle of 30 degrees. Now, top view, right? I am supposed to look from here for this second stage getting top view. Projectors, right? From A dash, B dash, C dash, O dash. Now from here, A through C it comes. B, C, D, E, F, here. And now O. All the projectors are drawn. Now just pick the points. A2, A dash, here, U1, A1, B2, B dash, A1, B2, B dash, B1, C2, C dash, C1, D2, D dash, D1, E2, E dash, E1, F2, F dash, F1, O2, O dash, U point may be O1. Now base, when I am looking from here, is the base completely visible thick? No, right? Why? Because see, if you observe, when it is resting on slant edge, when I am looking from top, right, only 3 edges will be thick. Remaining 3 edges will be hidden. Now, if you want to do, if you are not having any object to analyze, from this figure, how you can analyze and draw the top view is with respect to the middle line. Now, middle line, what is there here? B dash, O dash. With respect to this line, whatever the edges which are above, they are all thick, clearly visible. Now with respect to half line, above A dash B dash, A dash B dash reflects A1 B1, thick line. With respect to half line above, B dash C dash, with respect to half line they are below. When I am looking from top, with respect to half line it is below B dash C dash. So here this B1 C1 is hidden. C dash D dash, with respect to half, it is completely below. So this C1 D1 will be a hidden. D dash E dash, with respect to half, it is below. So D1 E1 also will be a hidden. Now E dash F dash, with respect to half, it is above, right? As it is above, it is thick. This is the part where you have to understand. With respect to half, above points will be thick, below points will be hidden. So this E1 F1 will be a thick line. Now F1 A1, F dash A dash. So F dash A dash reflects F1 A1, which is completely thick. Now same principle with respect to slant edges, right? Slant edges with respect to here, when I am looking from there, A dash O dash is the slant edge, which reflects A1 O1. As it is above half, it is completely thick. B dash O dash, with respect to half, it is completely thick. C dash O dash, with respect to bottom, it is hidden. D dash O dash, with respect to half, it is bottom, below, so it is hidden. D E, with respect to half, it is visible, half also is visible, so E1 O1. Now F1, as it is above the half line, F dash O dash reflects F1 O1, a completely thick line. Now here axis line is being separated. See, as you can see, slant edges, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. 6 slant edges. A1 O1 first one, B1 O1 2, C1 O1 3, D1 O1 4, E1 O1 5, F1 O1 6. All are visible, but axis line it will be from center to center. So already its point is the center point, which is being dominated in the second stage front view, first stage front view. Now here comes your axis line, which you are supposed to draw. Dash dot dash dot. I hope you all understand. Simple. Pyramid, it will be simple. Prism means more lines. Pyramid, it's simple. Fastly you can draw it. Second stage, we have drawn the angle with respect to 30 degrees to HP. Now, coming to next, 45 degrees to VP. What is this? The edge of the base on which it rests. Edge of the base on which it rests. Which edge it is resting? I have rounded C dash D dash, C dash D dash here. Inclined at 45 degrees to VP. 45 degrees to VP will be viewed in top view. Now, front view, top view. Now, this has to be rotated to an angle of 45 degrees with respect to this edge, which is that edge C dash D dash. Top view where it is here, C1 D1. Now, this C1 D1 is actually now 90 degrees to XY line. Observe it, C1 D1 is 90 degrees to XY line. This has to be rotated at an angle of 45 degrees. So simple, what you can do here is draw a 45 degrees line. Excuse me. 45 degrees line I have drawn. On that 45 degrees line, this C1 D1 is to be constructed, which is difficult to draw here. So reproducing the third stage top view from the second stage top view of this same rotating, you have to supposed to follow box method. Last problem also we have discussed and done it. Box method, but simple. How to draw here is, whatever the line you have drawn, try to extend it. Now if you observe, this is a box. Now with respect to which line? Here, this point, reference point. C1 D1 should be on this. So whatever the length, right? Now with respect to which line I have to draw? This line. This line. From here, left side how much? Right side how much? Total this length how much? What I am trying to do is, don't try to draw circles. This for only reference. Measure this length, whatever it may be, right? This will be this length. This length. That length, just you try to plot it. This length it will be. Try to plot that length here or at any place. First starting. Then now next, this is a horizontal line which comes inclined perpendicular to this. So that has to be drawn. This has to be drawn at 2 points. Try to measure this length. From here how much? That one. Left side. So nothing, I am drawing new. That box I have rotated, say nothing, right? Now in these two between I have one more line. Now if you observe, right, middle line, it's very important for us. So middle line, where it will be, whatever the length you have, try to put the middle point. All these are supposed to be drawn with the help of light lines. This corner is this. Here, this one on line. This one. This corner, this one. This O1 here. Right? Here. All I have did. Now I can plot the points. So here, sorry, I have two more lines. Two more lines here. Here inside. F1 D1. Now if you observe, this is A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1. Now this is O1. Box method, reproducing the box method is very important, right? Whatever the box I have, that has to be reproduced. It has to be done with the help of scale, length, compass, etc., etc. Now, whatever the thick lines I am drawing here, see this? A1, B1, B1, C1 hidden, same hidden lines. C1, D1 I have to draw hidden. D1, E1 hidden. E1, F1 thick. Now O1, A1 to O1. B1 to O1, C1 to O1 hidden line. D1 to O1 hidden. E1 to O1 thick line, F1 to O1 thick line. All I am drawing same. Now here center axis. Same reconstruction completed, right? You are supposed to show this here. Second stage, nothing but from second stage top view, we have turned and drawn third stage top view, satisfying the condition 45 degrees to VP. What? The edge of the base on which it rests. Edge of the base. Which is the edge of the base which is resting on the ground? See, here you can observe edge of the base resting on the ground is C dash D dash. Top view C1 D1. Now this C1 D1 is at an angle of 45 degrees. With respect to one line, you have to rotate all that 45 degrees. Right? Now from here, as usual, projecting its front view. Simple here. I have to take the help of some. I can take this. Excuse me. A1, B1, C1, B1, E1, F1, O1, adjacent, right? I can draw same lines up to here. Same lines. Now from here, O dash horizontal. A dash from second stage front view to third stage front view to draw the shape. A dash, B dash, C dash is on XY line. I have drawn 6 vertical projectors from 6 corners of the third stage top view. Now pick the intersection points. A1, B1. See, A1 is actually here, this inside. A1 to A dash, it becomes A1 dash. B dash to B1. B1 is outside. B1 dash. C dash to C1 here. C1 dash, D dash here, right, which is inside, D1 dash, E dash to E1, which is outside, E1 dash, F dash to F1, F1 is here. Sorry, E1 dash comes here. A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash, C1 dash, F1 dash. Now, when you are looking from here, what are the edges which are thick? What are the edges which are not thick? 3 will be confirmed, they will be thick. 3 will not be thick. See, what are the things which are thick? What are the things which are not thick? By looking here, O dash, O1 dash. See, by looking there, you can analyze and you can plot your own that which are thick. Now, if you want to look from here, take an arrow mark, with respect to half, whatever this is the half line, or whatever this, with respect to base we are doing, with respect to that base, whatever the lines which you are seeing, those you can see outside, Now as per that, when you are looking from the edge which is lying on the ground, inclined at an angle of 45 degrees, now you can see that edge will be on ground with respect to this line, C1 D1 with respect to this line. So initially I can draw C1 dash D1 dash thick. This with respect to half of the base, right? Half of the base with respect to half of the base, when you can see C1 D1. Now with respect to half of the base again, C1 B1, C1 dash B1 dash. I hope you all understand. With respect to half, which half we have taken? Axis line. Same here also, you can take axis line. Now if you are looking from here with respect to half part, you can clearly see this B1 C1 as B1 dash C1 dash thick, B1 A1, B1 dash A1 dash as thick, light slant. Now with respect to this half, right, axis half, C1 D1, right, it's already in the base, already on the XY, so it is thick. Now remaining 3, whatever you can see, DE with respect to half, this half, DE is backside, you can D1 E1 is backside, so you can just draw even line. E1 F1 with respect to this half, it is also back. With respect to half, F1 A1, it becomes F1 A1 dash. Here you have to analyze very clearly, very carefully, that what are the thick edges, what are the hidden edges. Now slant edges which are supposed to be thick, whatever this is very simple, be careful. Thick lines, once you have done, from the corners of thick there will be thick slant edges. Like how I can tell you is, from A1 dash, O1 dash, thick slant edge. Already B1 dash is thick, C1 dash is thick, D1 dash, see you can also observe this D1 dash thick. See how many thick here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 you have to take. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from D1 dash also it will be thick. Remaining from O1 dash, E1 dash, it is hidden backside. Remaining 2. F1 dash. Simple. You may still be confused how to identify thick lines and hidden lines. With respect to here, half axis line we have determined. Same way with respect to this half, when I am looking here with respect to half, I can see clearly C1 B1. So this C1 dash B1 dash thick. With respect to this half, I can see clearly B1 A1. So B1 dash A1 dash thick. Now with respect to this C1 D1, you here you have to think wise. C1 dash D1 dash is on XY, it will be always thick with respect to the edge which is on XY line. Remaining hidden with respect to here, this line D1 E1 hidden, E1 F1 with respect to this line backside hidden, F1 A1 with respect to this line it is also half backside, so hidden. Now with respect to this slant edges, with respect to this half line, you can see O1 A1 clearly. Where is here? This is A1. So O1 dash, A1 dash. B you can see clearly. O1 dash, B1 dash. With respect to this half below all. C1 is half below. C1 dash, E1 dash. D. See D1 with respect to this half below. Actually it's inside. Now this D1 dash, O1 dash. Once you are not able to identify the slant edges with respect to half line, with respect to the thick lines and their corners, you can directly draw the lines. Right? And one more thing left is axis. Axis line O1 dash I have plotted. Now with respect to this center I have to draw. Second stage front view middle line already drawn. Here small line I have to draw again. Here comes the point. Now for this I have to draw dash dot. Which finishes your solution. I hope you all understand. See, we have done step by step 3-stage problem. First stage, drawing top view, true shape, projecting front view. Second stage, satisfying the first condition, base on the ground with one edge. One edge is C dash D dash we are considering. Now with respect to that, axis is being dominated with the O dash B dash line. So drawn 30 degrees line, O dash B dash line, reconstructed this at an angle of 30 degrees, projected its top view. Thick edges, hidden edges are to be identified with respect to the half line. Now second condition, the edge of the base on which rest, which is resting with respect to C dash D dash edge. This C dash D dash edge inclined at 45 degrees to VP. So I have to draw a 45 degrees line. On that I have to plot C1 D1 hidden line. But provided that entire pentagon has to be reconstructed here with the help of box method as I showed. Reconstruction, vertical projectors, horizontal projector, intersections, thick base edges, thick slant edges, hidden slant edges. Boundary is important and hidden edges also important. All axes, up to axis. I hope you all understand this. Try to draw by going through twice or thrice. If you have still any doubts, you can contact me at any time. Thank you. Jai Hind.